Hello, Mr. Miller here. I'm the debate and forensics coach at Rock Creek High School, and I want to thank you for volunteering to judge at our tournament on Saturday. Um, can't host a tournament without judges, so we really appreciate you coming out and helping us. My cell phone number is 785-456 5891 if you need to get a hold of me. We'll have breakfast, so if you want to get here a little bit earlier than usual, have breakfast with us. We're going to have biscuits and gravy, if that appeals to you. We'll try to have some fruit as well. Maybe a bagel or two. When you come to Rock Creek, if you haven't been here a while, you're going to notice that we've added on a pretty big middle school. So when you come in the main driveway, you come in and you could, if you wanted to, make a left to go up in front of the middle school. Don't turn left. Just keep coming up to the old part of the building, and the doors that you want to enter are the main high school doors. We have a roundabout, a circle driveway with a couple of flagpoles in the middle of the circle driveway, and you'll see some benches out there, and that's our main entrance, and that's where you need to enter the building at. And then once you come through the double doors, there'll be a table there with a couple of students, and they'll get you checked in and give you a map and show you the layout. It's just one hallway. No, hopefully you won't get too lost. We'll also have lunch too. We're having different soups. Kids are bringing in different kinds of soups, so hopefully you'll find it. One's chili, one's a taco soup. I don't know what the others are. If you're coming from Manhattan, it takes 20-25 minutes to get here from Walmart. We'd like you here, 20 minutes before round one. If you leave Manhattan at 7, you'll be here in plenty of time. Well, depending on where you're at. If you're on the west side of Manhattan, you might need to leave a little earlier. I don't know. The packet I'm emailing you, the judge's packet, I've updated it again, and it has some of the major issues in it, particular to this year's topic and to debating as well. So if you're not familiar, even if you are familiar, look through it, because there's differences between last year and this year even. A couple of things about sharing evidence. Students are responsible for sharing evidence. They don't have a choice. But the rules say you share the evidence after you've read it. Now, some people have gotten the idea in their heads that we're supposed to share the evidence before you read it, and or that you have to share it electronically. No, the rule book specifically says if you want to share it on paper, you can, and then the rule book also specifically says that you share it after you read it. The reason is, if you just hand the speech and the evidence over before you start reading it, they're not going to listen to you. And a big part of debate is learning how to listen. And so if you have somebody, a participant in your room who insists on getting the information beforehand, you need to know that there's no rule supporting that. And that what they're really asking is they want to ignore their opponent and not have to take notes, is what they're saying. And so if one side says we'll give it to you after we give our speech, you need to support that point of view, because that's the point of view that's supported by the Keisha rule book. If you have any questions, please feel free to text me. Please identify yourself when you do so I'll know who it is, because I don't have your numbers. If you're coming from K-State and you need volunteer hour, that sheet, please bring that sheet and leave it with the students at the check-in counter, and they'll make a little pile there, and then I'll sign it, and then before you leave, make sure you pick that back up. We'll have a copy of the actual rules, and we'll have a copy of those packets here for you, and some note paper and a pen, so you can take notes. It's really important that you take notes. Don't have your cell phone out. It shouldn't even be visible. Nobody should see your cell phone. Nobody should hear your cell phone. Nobody should see it. I don't want you to have a computer either. So if you're an experienced debater who likes to flow on the computer, I'd really appreciate it if you just not bring it and flow on paper. Because when kids see you on the phone or the kids see you on the computer, they're assuming that you're not paying attention. And so please, no cell phones, no computers in the room. Just devote your attention to the students, please, because some of these students have gotten up very early and they've traveled a very long ways to get here to participate. I'd really appreciate if you made sure to give your full attention to them. So anyway, I'll wrap it up with that. Again, if you get any questions, contact me, and I hope to see you bright and early, a lot of you, Saturday morning. So take care. Thanks. Bye.